Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I thought I would just show you how I set up all my nappies and just give you a quick little run through of I'm going to take these off, of my preferences for each style of nappy, like when I prefer to use each type and why. So I'll go ahead and get started. So what I do first is I sort everything into piles, just try and make it a bit easier. I've got my pile of night nappies there, I've got my all-in-ones there, I've got my boosters there, my empty pockets there, and my pre-folds there, and then they're just wraps or so I just basically just work through each pile as I go along. But I'm just going to do one of each for the video and show you how I set them up. So for the pocket nappies, I used to use the boosters that come with. So some of them I still do like that. I'll just get 2 boosters and just slide them in the pocket. These ones, because they're the microfiber boosters that came with some of them, I just use for at home, because I find microfiber is not great for compression leaks. So like when we go out and about in the car seat and stuff, if you strap them in quite tight, it can cause leaks from the compression. So I just use those ones just for at home. Just bear with me a minute, because he started crying. He's just having his nap. Yeah, so that is the first way I like to set up my pockets. With just a couple of boosters, but yeah, as I said, just for home really, because I do find that it leaks with compression. So the next way I set up my pockets is with a pre-fold. Now, I was never really a fan of pre-folds when Jack was smaller. I used to use them pad folded, like that, just in a wrap inside, and I never found that the containment was amazing with pre-weaning poop. But since he has weaned, I've found a new love for the pre-fold, because I just get one, pop a booster in the middle, just for that little extra absorbency, and then I stuff them in the pocket. So I use these inside the pocket instead of pad folding inside a wrap, and I find that works really well. I usually get like 3+ hours out of a boosted pre-fold in a pocket like that. So that is my second way that I set up my pocket nappies, and I use these. I always pre-stuff everything and get them stored on my nappy storage, and then hubby uses these because they're easy to just put on, and I use these as well for out and about if we're going out and it's going to be like long in between changes, like on a day out or something. So they say get like up to 3 hours with those, sometimes more. So that's the second way that I set up my pockets. The other nappies that I like, mainly for home time, because they can be a bit of a faff, is the terry nappies. So there's lots of different folds, which I'll do a video another time on various folds, but the one that we're using at the minute is the Concord. So I just fold the corners into the middle, fold it up again, it makes like a triangle shape. Put the front up like that, and then when you fold it into a nappy, you literally just fold it in half, fetch the tabs round, and that's your nappy shape. So obviously terry's with a wrap over the top, and again for home really, particularly in between nappy changing, like if I change him at like 5 and I know it's bath time at 6, I'll use a terry, although they are really absorbent, just so I'm not using one of the other ones that are easier for using out and about. I just use a terry nappy instead, or even a muslin. So anyway, these ones don't need any setting up. I just fold these in half and in half again, and I roll them up like this, and that's how I store them on the nappy storage. Next I have my all-in-ones, which as I said in one of my other videos, like as the name suggests, it's all in one, so it doesn't need anything doing with it really. But as Jack's got older, I've found that the absorbency of these isn't quite enough. So I just get a booster and I shove it in between the inner and the wrap. So I just do that for all my all-in-ones. It's like in there, in between, and then I just fold them, and that's them ready to go. I tend to use these out and about as well, and particularly if I'm only going out for a few hours and I'm taking my smaller changing bags. I've got a big bag that I take like for the full day, and a smaller one for a couple of hours, because these are so slim fitting, and this is what I take if I'm taking my smaller changing bag out, so I'm gonna put like 2 or 3 in there then. They tend to last 2.5 hours. So yeah, that's that one. And then I have my all-in-two. I only have one of these. Literally that just pops in. Showed you on the other video. And this one again, it only gets used at home, because I only have the one. If I had more like inserts, I'd probably use it out and about as well, but it's just pointless for me taking it out the full day, because I've got to change the full thing anyway, so it's of no benefit for me to use these out and about. But if I got more inserts for them, then I probably would. It's not my favourite style of nappy, to be honest with you. My preference at the minute is towards the pockets with the pre-folds, but it's weird because like my preference changes over time. I've gone through stages of like, oh, only using terries, thinking they're amazing, and then only using the all-in-ones, thinking they're great. But yeah, now as time's gone on, like say I have different ones for different situations, but my favoured one is the pocket nappy, which was probably my least favourite at first. I thought it was a bit of a faff, but really, if I just sit here and like stuff, I like that, fold it, stuff, carry on, like a little production line, get them all ready and get them in the nappy storage. It's not so bad doing that once every 2 days, and then I can just go up to our rack and just pick out which ones I need. And it's quite cute at the minute because Jack likes to pick his own nappy now in the morning, so he'll go up and pick which pattern he likes. He likes this one with the monkeys, and he likes this one with the dolphins. Oh, he's crying again. I'm back. So next is the 2-parter nappies. So I mainly use them for night. I do call them my night nappies. Some of them you can use, but I mean all of them you can use day or night, but I use them for night time. These ones were my least favourite, but they're currently like going up because they're much easier to fasten on Jack when he's wriggly with them with Velcro. They're the only Velcro nappies that I have. Not keen on them for the pockets and day ones because you can undo them quite easily, but obviously because these are under a wrap, it's not so bad. But they don't really need much setting up. I just put one booster under the tongue, fold the tongue, fleecy liner in, and usually grab another booster and just put it around the outside, and that's that set up and done, easy peasy. And then the other hemp ones I just set up, and these up until recently were my favourite, and they are still my favourite for like absorbency and keeping him dry. It's just a nightmare when he's tired on a night and trying to keep him still and like getting them on. And then that one pops in and goes in the pocket. So that's all my different types and what my preferences are and when I like to use them. And also I do have one more, which is the MummyB'sMadHouse one size. I'll grab one now. Just grab one and I'll show you, just so that you can see. So this is the MummyB'sMadHouse one size with the pop-in booster. I do really like these because they're really absorbent. So I use these on a morning, like when he's first woken up, if I don't manage to catch a wee on the potty, because at nappy change times I've just been sitting him on the potty, not like elimination communication or anything. Well, I suppose maybe a little bit of lazy, really. I'm not doing like sitting him on and going or doing like, you know, the trigger noises and stuff. Just literally at nappy change time, I'm just sitting him on the potty, and if he wheezes on it, and it saves us a nappy. We've only ever had 2 poo catches, so that was the whole idea, was to sit him on, so he might poo on there, so I don't have to scrape them out. But anyway, rambling a bit anyway there. So the MummyB'sMadHouse one size, I just use the pop-in booster that comes with it, and I just fold it a bit at the front, because with him being a boy, that's where he needs the extra absorbency. Don't fold it right up the front like some people do. I suppose more towards the middle-y front, because like his little penis, willy, winky, dodger, whatever you want to call it, like directs kind of down but to the front, so a bit like there, for the extra absorbency. And that's that. So yeah, I use them first thing on a morning, like for the school run and stuff. Otherwise it's likely to leak through the other ones because they're not quite as absorbent. Obviously the whole area soaks things up. So yeah, that's all my different types of nappies, why I like to use them, when I like to use them. I hope you found that useful, and I'm now going to sit and stuff the rest of them. Please do like and subscribe to my channel if you're finding these videos useful, and you can always follow me on my Insta as well. I always have lots of content going up on there. Thanks, bye.